on tonight's episode, so much food! And the 2.5 anniversary arrives!
Majestically galloping upon her steed, she's the kingliest king the world's ever seen. Though her vocabulary is a bit confused, when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special guests and the latest news. It's time for Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Crown and Crew.
Well, hello, my dearest citizens, and welcome to another episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. I'm your beloved, and always number one in any poll she's in, King Crown.
A little early in the show to be coping, isn't it? At the very least, Marion doesn't usually start doing that until Rappy is mentioned.
What did I tell you about saying that name, Kilo? That's a bad word. I'm gonna make Telos wash your mouth out with soap, just like Mommy number 7 does to me.
Oh, come now. Me and Marion hardly need to cope about some silly poll. Marion already is in the Hall of Champions. And why would I ever need to win a new skin when I already have the best gotcha costume in the game?
You're all jumping the gun here. We're not scheduled to talk about the 2.5 anniversary news until the B block of the rundown.
Oh, of course. My apologies. I've never been good about waiting for dessert.
She really isn't. This one time we found an expired box of peanut M&Ms, and she murdered an entire...
That's enough, Chime. No need to get me in trouble with the law again. I can't afford to hire that secret Tetra lawyer Nikke again.
Wait, Tetra has a lawyer, Nikke?
Well, they do have doctors, mob bosses, furries, whatever the hell Belorda is supposed to be,
A bodily function?
cheerleaders, sports stars, and more bunny girls than I can count.
How high you can count admittedly isn't a very large number, my king. But I agree. It's just a matter of time until we get a lawyer, Nikke. Possibly one also dressed as a bunny girl.
Before I get myself into any further legal trouble, let's check in on the Gotcha Forecast with Gotcha Forecaster and former main heroine, Marion. How's the current Gotcha polling going, Marion?
Carbs and fish.
Ooh, carbs. Every girl's best friend. We'll check back in with you at the end of the show for the full Gotcha Forecast. And now, on to today's news. This month of Nikke featured a surprise collab between ShiftUp and Hometown Buffet, with the release of not one, but 2 food-themed Nikkes. In an apparent move to spite every K-fan everywhere, ShiftUp not only released Bready, but in the very next event released Crust as well.
I'm pretty sure at this point the reason K hasn't been released yet is because some intern at ShiftUp accidentally deleted her live 2D model, and everyone in the art department is too embarrassed to admit it.
Ooh, what a scandalous secret. And speaking of secrets, these events once again touched on the eternal mystery of what Splendamin is. While we got some clues, nothing was confirmed. I suppose we'll never know.
It's people.
It's people.
It's obviously people.
Definitely people.
It's mushrooms. It's people.
As I said, we'll never know. Moving on to the news everyone cares about, it's Nikke's 2.5 anniversary. It started with a teaser. In the same patch that Crust was released, we also got a new side story, Mudfish, all about Leviathan and Siren.
I've been trying to construct a Nikke timeline ever since I arrived here, but it's been a real nightmare. Tell me, where does this side story fit on the timeline? Was this mere months after the space elevator incident, or decades? How long have Leviathan and Siren been separated? Because it could be anywhere from a decade to the better part of a century.
Silly Wells, Nikke's story doesn't so much have a timeline as a ball pit of random events. Ooh, that gives me an idea. Chime, Kilo, now that the kingdom's bowling alley is complete, we must work up plans to add a ball pit to my royal bedroom. Oh yes, such fun.
I want one too.
Continuing with events leading up to the 2.5 anniversary, as I mentioned earlier, the latest Nikke popularity poll is here, and the competition was fierce. Rappy and Cinderella battled for the top spot. Although if we're being honest, considering Cinderella already has a gotcha skin, and Rappy's red hood design is mid at best, the new costume should really go to Rappy.
Guys, I think Marion is on fire?
Oh, great. What's the problem now?
I want to say Rappy should never win anything, but I also want to agree with Mommy number 7 that Rappy's redesign is mid. I'm so conflicted.
Is this how you became the Rapture Queen in the future?
I guess viewers will just have to watch the epic Nikke fan miniseries, Echoes of Hope. It's the story that introduced the character of Wells, my mushroom addiction, and so much more. Click the link in the description to watch after this episode. But enough self-promotion, let's get to the news everyone has been waiting for. It's the 2.5 anniversary. Surprising no one, the banner character was Siren. Somewhat more surprising was that Overspec Mihara would also be releasing at the same time. Oh, I'll have to raise taxes again to pay for double pilgrim rate banners and all of their costumes.
Is this the part where Export once again criticizes the overspec system as just a convoluted way for ShiftUp to screw over players by forcing every banner that matters to have the terrible pilgrim gacha rates? Because she's going to have to stop praising Nikke's gacha system if this keeps up.
That sounds like a poor person problem, Kilo. Have you tried becoming royalty and just stealing? Taxing your dear citizens?
Guys, are we sure a crown isn't a heretic?
Speaking of villains, that brings me to today's special guest. It's Leviathan.
What the? How did I get here? I was in my black water and all of a sudden I'm...
Thank you so much for joining us today, Leviathan. Although if I'm being honest, I really wanted to book Siren, but Chime insisted she wouldn't be very talkative.
We are not having this debate again, my king. Besides, we all know you just want a guest who can barely speak, so you can take up all the screen time.
And I'm not subtitling your entire conversation with her, even if it would be funny to hear Export just say ooh and ah for 5 minutes straight.
Darn. Anyway, back to you, Leviathan. The new Mudfish event revealed your tragic backstory. That tragic backstory being cosplaying the Exxon Valdez.
There is no way 90% of the audience is old enough to get that joke.
Hey, you better treat me with respect. I'm a heretic. Be scared. Look, I can even turn my eyes red. Oh, wait, my live 2D model doesn't have that option.
Oh, please. As the future Rapture Queen, I can definitely tell you're not a heretic. What you really are is the next resident of the rehabilitation system.
Marion, how dare you! Chime, fetch me the soap. Someone is getting their mouth washed out for saying such an evil thing. My apologies, Leviathan. I know that no one should ever be forced into that terrible system again.
No, not that. Anything but that.
Oh, she disappeared. I really should have prepared for her whole inexplicable teleporting through the Blackwater thing. Oh dear, I fear I'm losing my touch. Tell me, Trony, are my kidnapping abilities getting rusty? Don't worry, because I have a backup guest. Marion, please break the oversized fishbowl I tactically hid just off screen. Very tactically.
What the? Where am I? How did I get here?
Oh, it's so tiresome how they always ask that. I really should pre-record my answer to those questions so I can rest my royal vocal cords. Anyway, welcome to the show, Siren. Tell me, what's it like being the first Nikke to get official art of them getting vored?
Oh god, please don't answer that question, Siren.
Ooh.
Fascinating. You'll also presumably be the second Pilgrim or Overspec Nikke released in the past 6 months to further cuck Dorothy out of any chance she had at being a relevant first one unit. How's that feel?
Ooh.
Right, this is going about as well as I thought.
Now, you clearly are all about bubbles and water. So, why are you a wind element Nikke instead of water?
Probably the same reason Red Hood, whose personality and appearance screams fire, is actually an iron-type Nikke.
It looks like we're nearly out of time. Last question. Will you marry me?
What?
You see, after being mind-controlled by Sin in so many of Export's stories, I've developed a fondness for Kotodama wielders. There's just something about them that makes my brain feel all nice and tingly.
You have a brain?
And as king, it is only right that I should be wed to the very best Kotodama wielder ever. So tell me, will you become my queen and rule over both the kingdom and my various Nikke-related shows on this YouTube channel for as long as we both shall live? Or at least 6 seasons and a movie?
You know, maybe Levy had the right idea about destroying mankind. I'm leaving now. Bubble powers, activate!
Oh wow, she's flying away in a giant bubble.
Oh god, we're going to have to patch that hole in the roof, aren't we?
What a shame. But I'm not giving up. One day I will win your heart, Siren.
I'm, sure you will, my king.
Chime, do you think she fled because she feared I would be repulsed by her fishy smell? What a silly fear. Given the lack of functioning showers in the Nikke universe, as demonstrated by every character using the commanders, I think most of us smell like fish down.
Moving on.
Oh, right. Before we wrap up, let us once again return to our gotcha forecaster Marion for a look at what's next. Marion?
Never forget, she's the main heroine. It's the Gotcha Forecast with Marianne.
Get ready for pain.
Because of Mihara?
No. Well, yes, but mostly because there's so much content coming to Nikke. Not only are we getting 3 new units, with Siren and Mihara plus the free 5-star Mori, but we are also getting so many costumes.
We're all eating nothing but ramen again next month, aren't we?
Sacrifices must be made, Wells. We must prioritize what we use the kingdom's credit card for.
That's right. Somehow, despite losing to Rappy in the popularity contest, Cinderella is still getting a new costume, along with Grave. And of course, both Siren and Mihara are getting gotcha costumes. And the attacks on the players' wallets don't stop there. Last in today's gotcha forecast, we've learned that the Stellar Blade collab will be happening in June, which is weird because judging by this minigame for the upcoming event, I thought the next collab was with Girls Frontline.
Once again, for legal reasons, I must insist, ShiftUp has never heard of Girls Frontline.
And that does it for March's episode of Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Join us next time as we cover May's news. Assuming the kingdom is able to pay its power bill to keep this studio running after buying all those upcoming skins.
Have you tried e-begging?
All right, help your dear king keep the lights on by subscribing and hitting that like button. Or become an even more official member of the kingdom by joining the channel for all kinds of benefits. See the link below for details. And don't forget to watch Export's live streams every weeknight at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, featuring fun games, karaoke, educational lessons from the doctor herself, and impressions of your favorite Nikke characters. And by favorite, I mostly mean me, Lilywise, Sugar, and Yan.
We probably should limit the Yan one. Last time Export did it, she got stuck in a southern accent and couldn't stop talking that way for a week.
I think what you're saying is we should make her do it even more. Full schedule on the Discord, which you should also definitely join. And that does it for tonight's show. I'll see you all next time on Roundtable Talk with Crown and Crew. Goodbye, bye-bye, so long, farewell, adios, adieu.
Though her vocabulary is a bit confused when it comes to entertainment, she just can't lose. Her Majesty is ready to go. Turn up the lights, let's start the show with special